Good morning. Today is December 8th. That means it's day 8 of Vlogmas. My name is Linda, and you can find me all over as Linda Grace, and that's Linda with a Y. This is the Joey's Scarf podcast, which is a knitting, crocheting, yarn podcast. And I usually do maybe a monthly, if that, but usually at least once a month, a podcast. But I'm doing Vlogmas. And so I'm recording for the first 24 days of December, and I can't believe this is a week already. It started last Tuesday. So I'm having tea this morning, visiting with you, and drinking it out of my sweater weather mug. And I'm sorry to whoever gave this to me because I don't remember. But it's a cool mug. Having my cinnamon tea, and it's really good. Today, no specific plans. We might go do some food shopping, although I'm kind of debating whether I should do a pickup order. The virus, the COVID thing, it's getting bad again, and I'm a little hesitant, starting to be a little hesitant about going into the grocery store. But we'll see. So at around midnight, or a little after midnight, I received a text from my nephew, which I'm sure he figured I was sleeping and I would get the text in the morning. I'm sure he didn't expect me to respond. But I happened to be awake and saw the message from him, and we very rarely communicate, and not because of anything, it's just, every once in a while. So I was a little concerned when I got the text, but his text said, "Aunt Linda, do you know that Grandma, my mother, was named after her grandmother?" And that may sound a little strange for somebody to, and my nephew is in his 30s, so he's not a little kid. And he has recently joined Ancestry.com, so he's all into our family history. And one of the things about our family history, it's a little, I guess, unique. Let me backtrack. All 4 of my grandparents immigrated over to the United States from Italy. My grandmother, my mother's mother, came here when she was about 16 years old. She was traveling with someone, and I think may have been a cousin, or I don't remember who she was traveling with, but she came by boat and came in through Ellis Island, New York. But the reason that she was coming here, she was coming here to look for her father. My great-grandfather. He had left Italy and came to America, or got on the boat to come to America. And he was going to come here, and then he was going to send for his wife and his children. I think he had 2 daughters my grandmother and her sister. And he was never heard from again. So my grandmother, at 16, came over here to look for her father. That's the big mystery in our family, whatever happened to him. I would love to know. It's just such a sad story. My grandmother apparently never really spoke too much about it. Now, whether she knew what happened to him and didn't want to talk about it, but it was something that she didn't talk too much about. I watched that show, Finding Your Roots, on PBS, and if I had the money, I would hire them to find out what happened to my great-grandfather. So my nephew Michael, and my great-grandfather's name was Michael, the one who disappeared, has been digging into that, trying to see if he can find what happened to Michael. And he thought he did. He was very excited, and he said, "I found him." And he said he was living not too far away from my grandmother, his daughter. But when I looked at it, I looked at what he was looking at, and I said, "No, that's wrong, Michael. It was a relative, but not our great-grandfather." I often wonder if there was another reason why he came here. I don't know. Did he find someone else? Did he ever leave Italy? I've heard of a story where a similar thing happened, and it wound up that the man was living in the next town with a new wife and children. So who knows? I hope probably never find out. We'll never find out what happened to him. Did he get ill? Did he not make it? But then there would be records. So I don't know. It's just the mystery. So, a little tidbit about my family, our family. Yeah, so I don't know what we'll do today. Oh, I know what I wanted to show you. I don't know if you know Marley Bird. She's very popular knitting, crochet designer, influencer, I guess you would call her. She has a YouTube channel, and I think she is affiliated with some yarn companies. She's a very, very popular person. And for the month of, she's doing an Advent, 24 days of giving away free patterns. And some of them are her patterns, and some of them she's working with other designers. And they're offering, with a coupon code. So every day she puts out a couple of patterns. And I was intrigued by this one. I really like it, and I don't know if it's the color or I just think it's a neat scarf. And it's called the Fairy Brook Scarf by Ashley Emmons. And it's crocheted. And I think I'm going to make this. I think it's, again, I think the color is calling to me, and I like the the pattern. This is usually a paid for pattern. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna, I'll start that today. If I have, silly, if I have the yarn. It calls for Iran weight yarn, and it uses a J hook or 6mm. And it's 10 inches by 50 inches, so it's wide, a little wider than normal, I guess. I think I would make mine a little longer too. So I'm excited. I've been looking for something new to start. And crochet usually goes quicker for me than knitting. Maybe I can get that whipped up. So, went to visit the geese this morning, and I saw some little ducks, wild ducks in the pond this morning. Last year when I was doing Vlogmas, I kept threatening to climb over the fence to get a closer look. And I keep looking and I keep thinking I want to do that, but there is this embankment, and I could just see me climbing over the fence, sliding down and swimming with the geese, and I don't swim. So I have to keep slapping my hand and saying, ridiculous, don't be ridiculous. Anyway, I will catch up with you later. Okay, it's the end of the day, day 8, and we're ready to call it a night, right?
Right.
You have anything to add today?
Ended with a bang.
Did it?
Well, maybe not.
Yeah. So we did a little food shopping, a lot of food shopping. Got a bunch of goodies that we shouldn't have indulged in, but what the heck, right?
We'll live.
That's right. I attempted to do that crochet pattern, and I could not get it. So I took it out. First of all, I was using Cascade 220 yarn, which is 100% wool. So I attempted the crochet pattern I was talking to you about earlier. And this is, I think I got it, but the ends, I just can't get this end to come out right. This end looks okay. And that's this end, and I keep getting more stitches, keep winding up with more stitches. So I don't think this is gonna, I don't know if I'll pursue this or not. But this is what I'm using, Cascade 220, and it just feels so woolly, and I'm not used to that, right? And I have 2 other skeins of...
Doesn't seem to feel woolly.
You don't, yeah, you like that feeling.
It's cottony.
Cottony? Yeah.
Woolly will give you a
little scratch.
Scratches.
Yeah, that's what this feels like to me. Put it against your face.
It's acrylic.
It's not acrylic, it's wool. It's 100% wool. Let me just say 100% Peruvian Highland wool. So I don't know if I can get to figure out why I keep picking up extra stitches. I might pursue this or keep going. I think if I was going to do this color, and that color, but we'll see. I'm using a size, US size I or a 9 or a 5.5 millimeter hook. That's what I've been attempting to work on. I'll show you a little video of me doing that and getting frustrated. And this is the best thing that happened to me today. I had a surprise visit from Jan Swarbrick. Now, I live in the United States. Jan lives in Guernsey, England. And she popped in on me via Instagram. And we had a really, really nice chat. It's the first time we've talked in person, and we've been internet friends for 3 or 4 years. It was just, I really enjoyed that so much. It was a surprise, but it was really, I feel like I've known her forever. And we had a really long chat, and her grandson Leo was there. And it was really nice. Nice way to spend the morning. She had her coffee. I had already drank my tea. But it was very interesting, and we're going to do it again. Maybe we'll invite Victoria to join us next time. But I think that's it for the day. I wish I would have gotten more of this done, but I didn't. What about you?
I wish I'd finished something.
Something. Anything. Yeah. Well, tomorrow's another day.
That's true.
Right? Maybe we'll do something productive tomorrow. Or not.
Paint an opera.
Paint an opera. Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'm going to say goodbye for now. And happy Vlogmas. Happy Vlogmas.
Happy Vlogmas.
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 There you go. Say bye.
Bye.